sure to leave that in.
PCC car from the MBTA number 3204 sitting in the siding just up ahead of us. This rail yard was actually quite extensive back in the day. To our right, where there's a sewage treatment plant, there was actually a roundhouse there with a turntable for the steam locomotives to turn around on. And we're actually about to come out onto the old main line of the Ulster, Delaware, and ran all the way up into the Catskill Mountains. So the train and dayliner service lasted until about the 1930s, at which time the automobile had started to become more popular. People could now drive themselves around for free instead of paying someone to take them somewhere. So that had a pretty bad impact on the railroad, which eventually led to its closure. Likewise, the Ulster and Delaware Railroad became the New York Central Railroad, and then that merged with the Pennsylvania Railroad to become Penn Central, and that merged with various other railroad brickworks.
To our left, you'll see a large stone edifice that goes back into the mountain about 100 feet, about 80 feet tall. This was part of the works of the ovens for the cement factory that used to be here. and two tunnels that went several thousand feet back into this mountain.
Counts some history of this trolley that you're riding on. Number 358 is a former Johnstown Traction Company car, which was built in 1925 by the St. Louis Car Company for Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Until 1960, when the Johnstown Traction Company went bankrupt, and instead of being scrapped like so many other cars in its fleet, the car was sold to the Stone Mountain Railroad in Georgia, where it was repainted, converted to diesel, and renumbered 1910 and nicknamed the Dinky. It served its purpose in Georgia for about 20 years, after which the car was retired and put onto a siding out of the way, where it underwent a lot of vandalism and destruction. And actually, a runaway boxcar plowed right into this front end where we're standing, completely obliterated it. And then one of our volunteers visited Georgia in 1990, and they saw the car and they recognized it for what it was. And the following year, and they purchased it. And the following year, we had the car trucked all the way up to Kingston, where we spent a good 9 to 10 years restoring it to its former Johnstown years. Repainted it in its original Johnstown colors, renumbered it back to 358, and rebuilt both ends. It was our biggest restoration project to date. On the left, you'll see a disused siding. We plan to actually reopen this siding once we raise enough money so we can restore it and run several cars at once. Coming up on the right, we get a beautiful view of the Rondout Lighthouse. It's actually the third lighthouse that was built on the mountain of Rondout Creek. It was originally built in 1837 when got damaged by heavy ice on the river, and then it was rebuilt in 1867 but got torn down after they built the dikes. Then it was rebuilt a third time in 1915. That's the one that currently stands out there today. It still works too, although it doesn't have the lighthouse anymore anymore. It's more around it. Across the river is the Kings Rifle Station, where it's currently the route for Amtrak. Back in the day, that was the route of the former 20th century railroad. Famous